The woman put a sleeping pill on a plate and split it in two with a knife. She then tossed the pieces into a baby bottle and poured ant-infested formula directly into it. After heating it up, she fed the bottle full of tainted formula to her own child. Despite the baby's innocent eyes, the mother felt no remorse because she was in a hurry to meet her lover. Soon, the baby fell into a deep, motionless sleep. However, when the woman arrived at the bar, her husband had already returned home early. He discovered the ants left in the bottle and a terrible feeling welled up inside him. Jack rushed to the baby's room, but by then, the child was completely still. He quickly took his daughter to the hospital where doctors worked tirelessly to save her. Eventually, the baby regained consciousness. Jack initially thought the ants had harmed his daughter, but the doctor's lab report that followed filled him with utter rage. Seeing the IV needle inserted into his baby's arm, Jack shed tears of heartache. He could no longer tolerate his vicious wife. His subsequent actions will leave you completely in awe of his high intelligence. The next day, Jack appeared at the woman's lover's house. Wearing rubber gloves, he found the man's hair on the bed and a dagger in a drawer. When the wife came home and was removing her makeup, she saw intimate photos of herself next to the vanity mirror. The woman thought her lover was trying to blackmail her, so she quickly grabbed her phone to call him, demanding to know what he wanted. But at that moment, the power in the house suddenly went out. As she was about to go investigate, a large hand gripped her neck. The woman was pinned down on the bed by her husband. Jack then took out his phone and dialed the wife's lover again. The woman wanted to cry for help, but couldn't utter a single word, only managing to make faint sounds. Jack pulled out the dagger, glaring fiercely at his wife. Despite the terror in the woman's eyes, Jack didn't hesitate until his wife's blood had stained the sheets red. Afterwards, Jack took the hair he had collected and scattered it all around his wife's body. Jack changed his clothes again and purposely left his keys behind as he left, waiting until he personally saw the man arrive. Jack then returned to the man's house and left traces of his wife's blood in the sink. After doing all this, he boarded a train to another city. The next day, Jack called a neighbor, saying he couldn't contact his wife and hoped she could help check on her. However, when the woman opened the bedroom door, she immediately discovered the wife's corpse. The police quickly sealed off the scene and successfully collected the man's hair. They also determined that the woman's broken fingers were from someone forcibly removing her rings. It turns out the man, fearing their affair would be exposed, took the matching rings he had given her after seeing she was dead. Jack's acting was also perfectly flawless. Coupled with his perfect alibi, he was quickly ruled out as a suspect by the police. The woman's lover wasn't so lucky and was ultimately identified as the murderer.